This is my iPad Air 1. I just replaced the digitizer, but the bottom portion isn't being recognized. I've tried reseating it multiple times with no success, so the top half over here works fine, but the bottom half doesn't work so great. Before I replaced the digitizer, it was acting pretty wonky, like it'd have ghost touches. So I'm pretty sure that I damaged the. I'm guessing I damaged the connector on the main board. So even if I buy another digitizer, it'll just have the same problem where I can't move it from the bottom 2 inches over here. So none of these icons work. If I bring this down, touch this, nothing works. So anyways, that's my sob story. I've tried reconnecting the connectors inside, rebooting, no success, and I could buy another digitizer, but I don't feel like spending any more money on this old iPad. Over and out. This is an old iPad Air 1, and I got a new digitizer and replaced it. Unfortunately, it didn't fix the problem. A portion of the bottom of the screen doesn't work well. So I have it sort of disconnected right now. I'm going to plug it in a little bit. I damaged the connector over here. You probably can't see, but there's a connector over there. Damaged it, and so now when I use it, the bottom portion stripped of the screen doesn't recognize my touch. Let me go try to plug this all in. So I cracked my screen probably like 3 times already. And so here I am trying to put it all back together. Plug that, and I'll plug this baby back in. Put this all back together. Turn it on now. Now I'll show you the problem. If you'll let me. That was the the digitizer replacement I got, but thinking back, it was acting really wonky, so it has a lot of ghost touch going on. So I'll try to show you what I mean by this as soon as it boots up. And it's probably because of replacing the LCD, actually just dropping the LCD as well as replacing the LCD digitizer multiple times. Probably messed up the connector. So home button works fine. You saw me press the home button just now. But the real test is when I try to click these buttons over here, nothing happens. So this is my broken thing. I can move this around if I go high enough, about 2 inches high. Touchscreen works. You can see below 2 inches, nothing is responsive. Now, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the keyboard down. I swipe down to bring the keyboard to show you that it's not responding to the keyboard anymore. What happens later on is it gets ghost touching, so then random things will start to be pressed, but it's pretty annoying that I can't use any of that. Anyways, that's my sob story. Bottom strip doesn't work because I broke the connector inside. This is my old iPad Air 1. I should just retire it, but I have a special place in my heart with old technology like this. You can see over here. Cracked it a while ago. Actually, my kid dropped it, and so I made a video where I just put a screen protector onto it and called it a day, but the crack got worse, and now when I try to click on things around here where the majority of the crack is, it won't press. So if you see I try to move this, nothing happens. So it really annoys me when I try to use the iPad and it just doesn't move. So, or this replacement screen over here, and we'll see. This is an iPad Air 1 with a broken screen digitizer, and here I ordered a digitizer replacement for about $10 on eBay. Arrived after a few days. I don't know how they can sell something like this for $10, but let me show you. So here's the screen. Came like this. They put an envelope and then it sandwiched between it, which is fine. It saves them money shipping. There you go. Let's see this. Let me pull it out. I should have spent extra money. This is missing the home button, so I'm gonna have to move the home button over. So this is it. I'm gonna pull it out. That's better. I had it zoomed in. So I have to still remove. There's a plastic layer over here that needs to be removed. And I have to attach the home button somehow. From the old one. I should have spent a few dollars extra and I could have had the home button, but I was trying to be cheap and save some money. So let me see if I can go do this. It'll be easy because this thing, the screen isn't on. I left it loose. Let's see, I can lift it up over here. So let's go see. This is my iPad Air 1, and this is a $10 digitizer replacement. The LCD's fine on this. It's just the digitizer needs replaced. This only cost me about $10 on eBay. So it's like a little money pit. The screen keeps on breaking, and I've been replacing it. It's probably the third time now, the digitizer. So let me see. Let me try to do this. This is definitely not a tutorial. I just want to record it because I like recording myself doing things. So the nice thing is I don't have it what's it called? Taped internally. It's loose like this. So you need to lift it up like this to get to the screen. First thing I forgot to do is I needed to turn off the iPad. You can see what an amateur job this is. Lift that out. Don't want to break the home button. First thing I'll need to do is take off the screws at each corner, and I'm missing a screw over here. Hardest part of screen replacement for me is just the part where you have to, what do you call it? Get the glass digitizer off since it's glued on. I always forget how you lift this. It's like a jumble here. So you have to do this. And then you can take these screws off. Yeah, really bad lighting today. Take these screws off. And so you can take those screws off. This takes off the LCD screen. Pulled off the LCD screen now. So this came off like that. And now I can take off first the digitizer pieces. But I also need access to the home button over here. So I'm not good with this one. You have to lift it up. I'll try to show you this, which probably be really bad. Let me try to show you this. You have to, from the very top, pick this up, and it releases, allows you to release and pull out. So you have to push it back in. So it lifts up from the very top, and then you can push this back into there. So it's all off so far. Here's my old digitizer. I don't want to tear it because I need access to the home button. Sorry. So I need to remove this home button that's glued on. I need to get access to this thing over here, and I think it's just a matter of me scraping it off. But then I need some glue, which I don't have, so that's going to be another issue. I'm just trying to take that thing off. I wish it was screwed on somehow, but it's actually glued on. Take a flat screwdriver and try to get under there and pull it out. See, pulled it out. And I'm gonna have to put that back into the, see from the here, there's the other side of it. Gonna push out the bun here. This is the broken screen. I'm going to put it aside. Okay. First things first, I need to place the home button back in here. In. It keeps on popping out because of the plastic outside, which I'm going to remove. It doesn't really matter anymore. So I'm going to remove this layer over here. So I can kind of work with this. It's going to stay in. I need to put this back on here. This, let's see over here. Needs to stay. So that's the home button. Hopefully it stays after I took it out. Okay, that was one hard part. Taking this off. Pulling this off. Now, need to reattach everything. I'm gonna remove some of this tape down here. It's kind of in my way. So one thing that I may need to do is I may need to bend this piece over here. Bend this in. Because it's supposed to glue onto this side, but it can't because it needs to be bent. It came where it wasn't bent already, so I'm just bending that piece so it doesn't get in the way. Hopefully I don't end up damaging things. Tear this. Usually I don't take out the tape because I need to see if it works first. Okay. Bending this down. This home button, I'm gonna bend this a little bit. It's gonna go in like this somehow. Not sure exactly. Should have taken a picture. The first thing that's getting connected is this thing over here. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see sort of what's going on. It's sliding into here. So it goes in. It's one of those ones where it slides in. Then I flip it up and it locks it. Now the next thing I need to do is I need to getting this part over here. It was originally kind of taped in, so I'm putting it back to where it's supposed to be. Now I can work on putting this piece on. and putting this piece on for the digitizer. It's interesting. I think this goes here. So I need to get onto here, which, of course, it's not super easy. Got it on finally. Again, I need to make sure this bends here, bent so much that it came off. On. Now I'm going to put back this thing here. You'll see here before I install this, I'm trying to get some of the dust off. It's difficult. So I'm going to lift this out again. Hopefully it doesn't mess up anything. Put that over there. Make sure this is still attached. I'm going to have to put this on. That, and now I can reattach the screws. It's not what I need. I need this. If you have a magnetic screwdriver, this will come in handy. Trying to position everything correctly. It's hard keeping the screen up. So this is another hard part where I'm trying to put the screw on. It's taking a while. See, it doesn't come on. Push this up so I can put this screen down. Hopefully it doesn't get too much dust. And I'll show you. Trying to get those screws on. voila, one. So I'm just trying to put the screw onto the screwdriver, and it's magnetic, but I don't have a good magnetic screwdriver. So just flipping over to the side. Almost done. 2 of the 3 screws. There you go. I think it's in. Oh shoot. Just have to be careful. That goes in like that. Put back the screws that were here. Here, 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 or here. I only have 3 of them, so. In theory, I should just test it out first to see if I attached it right, but I'm gonna screw it anyways. That screw's pretty broken. Then they'll come reattached like this. Turn it on. At least it still powers on. Things are working over there. This part of the digitizer isn't working. That's not good. Not a good installation. Or maybe it's a broken piece. We don't know. I have to take it apart and put it back in again. So that's my short story. I didn't do a good job. That's why I didn't tape it up completely. See, it doesn't work over here. So, that's my sub story. iPad Air 1. I bought a replacement digitizer. This is the old one and this is a new one. Sadly, the new one None of this part works, but just if you go a little above, it works fine. So this whole strip here doesn't work at all on the digitizer. See? Sigh. That's what you get for buying something cheap on eBay. Didn't work.